Hello everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. Just to give everybody a minute to hop on here. It is nice and bright and sunny. Hey Angie, how are you? How is everybody today? I hope you're all good. We have lots of fun things. Hey Jennifer. Sometimes it shows me who's popping on and other times it just says and others. I am really good, Angie. It's beautiful and sunny here, not too cold. And I got some crafting done today, so of course that makes it a good day. Hey Debbie. Hi Stacy. We have some fun things. I was playing with this Lavinia stencil and this is really pretty. You're here. That's awesome, Stacy. Did you get anything crafty done today? I know you're working away. So this is the card that we're making. Very cute. I decided I wouldn't just do something easy. I would do a multicolor foil card. So we'll just see how that goes. And you guys can laugh along with me if it goes awry. Hey Lorraine. We've even got a few things like some crystal glaze from Nuvo. I decided to put that on the balloon, and we're going to do a little bit of embossing powder with the glazes and the pen. And then I did some stamping, some pre-stamping. I am crazy. Like, it couldn't, by like 11:30 it was done, and I was actually going to show Lorraine and Stacy, but I figured 11:30 they may be in bed, so that's okay. And then we've got that pretty stenciling in the background. The Nuvo glaze, I'm really liking it. It's a thinner consistency than like a glossy accents, and I really am liking it. You were in bed, hey Stacy? I should have been in bed. So we're gonna use all these fun things, but first I'm gonna show you some awesome stuff that's in the store. And we also have the new February kit. And if you didn't know, Shotz has a scrapbook kit club, or if you're a card maker, you can use it for cards. And every month it's amazing. It probably dries about the same, Lorraine. So not super fast, but it doesn't take a super long time. So the scrapbook kit club, I am not looking at it right now, but I think it's $35.95 if you sign up for 3 months. They're always amazing. Like, you get so much product, and Sandy puts these just gorgeous kits together. So I wanted to show you the February one, and it's this really beautiful, simple vintage cottage fields. This is new from Simple Stories, and we also have lots of the cottage fields in the store as well. So this kit, there's a few things in here that I don't think you can get in the shop. Some of the things you can get in the store individually, but this is what you would get if you sign up for the kit. Now, if you decide, well, I just want, I don't want to sign up for a kit, and after the 3 months, it is month to month that you can go. But if you decided, you know what, I just want this kit, it's $42.95, which is still amazing. Fabulous deal for all this product. So as well, oh, you're waiting for yours, Jennifer? Yeah, you will not be disappointed. As well, Sandy always has a couple of the girls do projects on the blog, and so you'll see those projects and have inspiration for your own using the kit. There's always a ton of projects, so I love that aspect as well, that you're getting this, but you're also having inspiration from someone who has the exact same and what they do with it. So for this kit, and if you go onto the website scrapshotz.com, you can go to the, I know on my phone, it might be different on a PC, but it's on the left-hand side, and it'll say Kit Club, and it'll show you what's current. So this is the basil cardstock. You get 6 pieces, and the colors match the colors that are in the paper. So you get these. This is Lagoon and Sunbeam and Raven. Then, and also sometimes the kits sell out quickly, so if you are a kit member, you're guaranteed to get your kit, and you don't have to worry that something might be sold out. Plus you get first dibs on add-on products that are brought in to coordinate but might not be specifically in the kit. So that's a really nice feature as well, and you get a discount. So this is the collection kit. This is 12 sheets, and they're double-sided. This kind of shows you all the colors here. There's so many add-ons. There's so many things that coordinate, and they're beautiful. And I love what's in here. You can also check the shop and see what you might want to get extra. There's lots of cut apart sheets as well, and then you get prints on the other side. So those are always nice, whether you want to add the cut aparts to your pages, to pocket pages, to cards. You've got this really pretty sticker sheet. So as well, if you notice in the shop, you can buy a sticker sheet, 12 by 12 separately. You can also buy the collection pack, which has the paper and the sticker sheet. And then in the kit, you get these Color Vibe foam alpha stickers. These ones are teal. They're really fabulous. So there's a little bit of dimension, not a huge amount. It's really nice and beautiful color. And you can see how it coordinates so nicely with that basil cardstock as well. Then you have the bits and pieces. And then you've got all of those beautiful pieces that are in, and these always sell really quickly. So it's nice that they are in the kit, and you're just going to get those and be able to work with those. This one is the brads and chipboard pieces. So these are adhesive. And then you've got this, so you've got some stickers and some adhesive brads. And those are always really nice. And then you have these cottage field stickers. This is foam stickers. I'm really liking the Simple Stories foam stickers. And there's lots of really nice big title. I love using these for titles. Plus you've got the butterflies and the flowers. And you can coordinate these with those foam letters and make a longer title. That would be really fun. So lots in that. Those I think are my favorite. And then you've got the chipboard stickers with all those coordinating images. This would be beautiful on a page. You've got this really nice big chipboard floral image, and you've still got a couple things you could use as titles or just on your page, and they're really pretty. So that's the kit, and if you want to sign up, you can sign up, and then don't worry, Sandy's going to ship it to you, and if you decide you just want one, there's lots that you can still order at a really great price. All right, now I'm going to show you all kinds of add-on stuff. The foam words, yes, the banner 12x12 and the chipboard frames, so nice. And Sandy, I think you might be able to tell me, are there more chipboard frames that are coming? Because I think I may have seen them sold out, but I'm sure there's probably more coming. If there's anything you look at and it does say it's out of stock, make sure to sign up for the email notification. And then as soon as it's stocked back up, you'll be notified and be able to purchase it. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, with the kit also comes a roll of washi tape, and it's beautiful. So this is the washi tape you can purchase in the shop, or if you wanted to have the 3-pack, but one will be coming with your kit. So these are just some things that are in the store, add-on type things that you can purchase that are going to coordinate with that beautiful kit, or if you want to pick them up separately. So washi tape, we've got floral bits. So the other ones were bits and pieces. The floral bits have more butterfly flower images. And then these are really cool, and I think these maybe are new. I haven't seen them before with Simple Stories, but they're the layered stickers, and look how gorgeous the dimension is on these. I really like these. I think they've done a really great job with them. So you've got a really beautiful image, and then they've layered it so you have all this really lovely dimension. The chipboard frames are of course so beautiful, and they're great for putting on your page, and then you put your photos in them. And this gives you a look at what you get in this package. There's 6 frames. Yes, that's right, Stacy. Yeah, and they're so pretty. You've got the flowers in there. Then the sticker book as well is always one of my favorites because you get so much in this. So there's 12 sheets of stickers, and I'm not opening this completely up, but you can see like you've got images and words and sentiments, and these you can use for your scrapbooking and your cards. You've got letters, and those even coordinate with those foam thickers. And then you've got the circles and more really pretty. This gives you a look at everything that's in there. So many stickers, and these are great for planners as well. Or if you do up your calendar and decorate it, then those are great to have for that as well. The stencil is in. I know the stencils never last long. This one is branch and butterfly, and it's so pretty, like perfect for spring. You can use some mists, or I'm going to show you the opal polish today. And then the stamp set that coordinates with that is really great. Love the lettering and the font that they have on there. And I love these kind of ticket images. I think these are great to use as backgrounds. So many things, like whether you're doing your cards or your scrapbooking, this is going to work. Hi Sheila, how are you? Then you have the 6x8 paper pad. This as well, I feel like always goes quickly, and all the papers that are kind of in with the, just trying to kind of flip through. You've got, you know what, let's just look at the front. You've got all of these. There's always cut aparts where you have the 3x4. These are double-sided, and you have 24 in there. There's 4 designer prints and then 2 3x4 greeting cards, so you have lots of each style to use. You're nice and warm. 6x8 is the new 6x6. I really like these, and if you like the flip books, which I love, You can pop these in, you can cut them up. There's like, if you want to have 2 4x6 pieces, it's easily cut. You've got lots of options, and the colors are just beautiful. Plus, I think having like the polka dots is a really great, almost a neutral, because you can pair those with the florals and it just looks really nice. So I noticed that there are 3 flip books. This one here is the vintage floral, and then there's a buffalo check and one that has like a wood grain, and I can't remember exactly what it's called. But if you look under new products for February, you're going to see all of the Simple Stories cottage fields listed, and there's even some that I haven't shown here. So there's so many options. Need a larger storage bin? Yeah, no kidding. Also, there is a kit this month that Simple Stories has come out with, and it has the flip book, and it has all the product that you need to make a whole mini album. So I'm definitely going to put one of those together. You'll definitely want to check that out. It's gorgeous. But there's 3 different flip books there, but we have other ones in stock too if you wanted like a teal, or there's different colors that are in stock. Then this is the Cottage Fields banner stickers. I can't believe how much they came out with this collection. Like, there's so many different. So this is different than the 12x12 sticker sheet, and it's got the full banner that you can put right across your page, and you can then layer on your stickers and your photos. You could cut photos to fit in these. These are really great. And you also have the basics kit. So this is the coordinating Cottage Fields basics. I really like Simple Stories papers, and I love too that this one, oh, the Alpha sticker book, yeah, new colors for spring. It has almost like the vintage, like you can see it looks almost distressed, and it's so pretty. And this would go beautifully. I just happen to have this here with the new Kitsch Flamingo. But there are other paper kits as well, and I noticed there's like a wood grain one, and there's different colors that will probably coordinate as well, but this one is specifically made to coordinate. So these are in there right now, and they are going to be fun. Now, another fun thing, put this down, is these new card kits and scrapbook page kits that they've come out with. So this is really beautiful, and the colors coordinate with that new collection. So you could totally pick this up and add some elements if you wanted to, but you don't have to. Everything is completely in here that you need. You don't even have to cut anything. Like, they've really done it well. So this is the card kit, and it's Hello Lovely. It makes 8 cards, which I think would be beautiful to, you know, if you were doing a little crafty Zoom call with your friends and you all had this, that would be really fun. Or if you were making up a kit of cards for like Mother's Day, or you just want to sit and enjoy, you know, a coffee or a glass of wine and make some cards, this would be perfect. You know, you don't have to decide and think about what you're going to do. You just pull this out and everything's here. So you've got card bases, chipboard, die cuts, and your step-by-step instructions. You only need your adhesive. So you've got your chipboard pieces, your die cut bits and pieces, white card bases, and your instructions. And oh, you need your envelopes and your adhesive, and then you are totally good to go. If you want to decorate it more, you can add things like twine and enamel dots and brads and foam adhesive, but you don't have to, or even if you wanted to give someone this as a gift, I think this would be really nice. These look really pretty. And then the page kit is a similar idea where you create 2 double page scrapbook layouts. So you've essentially got your layout kit here and everything is done. You don't have to cut anything. You get your photos and you add your photos and you add all your elements. You've got your chipboard pieces and your base sheets, your die cut bits and pieces, and your full instructions. So I think they've done a really good job with these, and it looks like you get lots of photos on there. Those are really nice, and I just wanted to show you the new Creative Scrapbooker magazine. It is in the shop, and there's so many amazing projects, and I do have a couple in there, but just there's so many people that, you know, I know from Facebook. It's just wonderful to see so many talented people sharing their projects. So that is in the store, and I love this magazine. It's just the weight of it, and it's so nice to sit down and just take your time and look through it and enjoy. So we are going to put this card together, and I recently splurged and picked up this mini mink, and I know that there's, I think, 2 left in the shop right now, but I am so excited. So I just kind of wanted, I haven't played with it a ton, but I really wanted to kind of show you how it worked. And I think sometimes seeing how something like that works helps you to decide if it's something you want or will use, because you want to make sure that you use your products and that you know how to use them. So we're going to make this card, and it's really cute, lots of foiling. I've got 3 different colors on here, and we are going to attempt to make this. I haven't done it a ton, and I like to be really confident when I do something online, so I'm, you know, hoping this goes. So this is the little, you turn on the power, and you gotta make sure it's plugged in, and then you've got 0, which is just pressure. So I haven't tried it yet, but I think that would work if you've got the deco foil gel and you just want the pressure to run it through. So that's my next thing I'm going to test. And there's instructions about what level, and then I think doing a test as well kind of helps you gauge where you want the heat and pressure to be. So Erica, my 9-year-old, helped me last week, and we kind of played around with it and decided number 4, this heats up really quickly. So this here, before I get this all on here, let's move it to number 4. So that's going to tell us as soon as it's hot, and it really is quick. So this is the Slimline toner card, and we kind of played around with it a little bit last week with the A2 size, and this is the Slimline size. So you get the full length. And all I did was take deco foil sheets. So we have, this one is Glass Slipper. It's a really pretty blue. Yeah, I should probably be using one color, Stacy, but I was like, no, let's just go for it. Lily Pad, this is a really pretty green, and Peach Princess, and there's lots of colors in the store. So you can kind of decide what you feel like. I felt like these were nice spring colors, so that's why I decided. So I took a piece of copy paper, and you can see it's hot already. So I am just layering I'm going to pull it down a little bit. I'm just layering this foil on, and I know the die cut I'm using is a little bit smaller than this card front, so I'm just trying to keep it together and keep it in there on camera. So then you just slide it in and it grabs it, and normally you could just let it go, but I'm just holding the end because I don't want that last piece of little foil to shift around. So we'll see how this goes. My last one, I felt like the foil shifted a little bit, and all I did, well, to actually turn, I have an easy press little mini iron, and I just took that and pressed it down on the spot that was a little bit wrinkly. So we'll see if this works. No problem, Virginia. You're just in time to see if my demo works. So it just pulls it through. It's pretty quick. Like, you don't have to really wait a long time, but you could like have this off to the side and then do it. So then what I'm gonna check it. What we did last week was we actually ran it through twice, and I'm thinking that looks pretty good there. There's a couple spots, so let's just run it through. I'm turning it upside down and just running it back through. So the outside is fine, it doesn't get super hot. There's little grippy feet on it, so it's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna fly anywhere. Then we're going to take this Lavinia stencil. It's really pretty. So last week we looked at all these beautiful stencils, and this one is the Glory one. So don't forget too that we are going to have a crop on the weekend, and Virginia and all the girls have been so amazingly putting it together. So much work, and they've done so well. So don't forget to join the Scrap Shotz paper crafting group. It's a free crop, and we have challenges and prizes and live videos, and it's gonna be so much fun. You're gonna bring your stuff and just check in on Facebook and do the challenges and chat with us. Okay, let's see. If there's spots, then I'm gonna use my mini iron. So far, it's looking good. So pretty, and I love this stripes. But there was like 3 or 4 different, okay, that worked really well. Yay! See how pretty that is? So you could lay the foil on in strips. I know, it feels like it all of a sudden is just here, right, Stacy? Stacy has been working so hard too. Then I would just turn this off because it heats up so quickly that if you needed to do another one in a few minutes, you could just turn it back on. But rather than leaving it on, I would just turn it off because it gets pretty hot. I'm just plugging in my heat gun. Okay, so now we have, I'm excited that I did that right on camera because you just never know. We've got the Pixie Spray, so that's the light adhesive, and just because this is a pretty delicate stencil, I'm just going to give this a spray. So you just want to kind of shake it up and down, give it a little spray. You can leave it for a second. And then we're going to use the opal polish. So there's a bunch of the different opal polishes. This one's Copper Pearl, and you could totally use whatever you want. Hi, Susan. So you just remove the top, and I rinsed this out a little bit last time I used it. You could rinse it out after each time, or if you didn't, it's water soluble and you can rinse it out even if it's dry and feeling a little hard. Okay, so now we can stick our stencil on, and actually I might be able to just, if I check, yeah, so this is the die we're going to use, and I'm just kind of centering the stencil and it will be fine. I don't have to move it around. So you can see it just kind of gives that a little bit of a tack, and it's not going to move around. Game changer for stencils, yes. And you know, you do have to reapply every 3 or 4 times that you use it, but you can rinse it as well and it pretty much comes off. I haven't had an issue with it. I'm okay with my stencils getting a little bit messy too, so you know, if I use it and I'm having fun with it, then that's what matters. So this opal polish, what I'm doing, because I'm going to go in the stencil and I just don't want a whole chunk, I mean you could, I just usually put it on the craft mat and just move it around a little bit just so it's going to get onto my paper. And the opal polishes always look different whether they're on white or on black, and there are lots of different shades. So this one's the copper pearl, and it has almost a gold or like a pearl look when it's on white. And because these spots are really small, I'm just pressing it and kind of twisting it a little bit just to make sure that I get the coverage. But if you use this on black, then you get this amazing pop of gold. So if you go back and actually look at some of the previous lives that we've used the opal polish or the glaze polish, you'll see what I'm talking about. But it looks beautiful on white cardstock as well, and I think this stencil and this opal polish would look beautiful on like a wedding card or something, would be really nice. So I'm just going to pull it up and see what I've got going here, and it doesn't have to be complete coverage because I mean we are putting it in the middle of that card, so it's not like it doesn't have to be perfect. And if it's a little heavier in one spot, that's fine as well. All right. Let's see how that is looking. Oh, that's so pretty. So you can see how beautiful you've got that gold tinge, but it looks really pearly. Oh, I'm glad that I'm back. Who knows with the internet, right? You never know. So then you just want to give that a wipe after, but I know that'll rinse off with water, so I'm just going to set that aside. And then I have a little cloth here. We'll just give this a wipe. So this is a really nice way to just dress up a card with some subtle shine. I knew that I had a lot going on with the foil, so I didn't need a huge pop of color in the back. I just wanted a little bit of partiness. Oh yeah, does anyone have a project in the latest Creative Scrapbooker magazine? All right, so we are going to take our die now, and we're going to die cut this, and we're just going to kind of eyeball it to have it fairly So if I kind of hold it like that, that's going to be fairly centered. And if it wasn't exactly, I don't think you really have to worry. I'll put a little bit of washi. And then you can even use the inside of these pieces. So I'm just running it through on my Cuttlebug. And if you don't have a machine that's long enough, because my plates are smaller, you would run it through, I run it through to about here, move the die down and run it back through the other way. So I'm just going to do that off camera because it really shakes. Have you guys used any of the deco foil card fronts? I've used lots of the deco foil, the duo gel, which I absolutely love, but I just started using the card fronts. And if you look, they're under new products, but there's a ton of them, and we looked at them all last week too. So if you're wondering what they are, what they look like up close, then be sure to check out. I'm going to run that through just one more time. I gave all the scraps to my 9-year-old yesterday. Yes, Tamara is so excited because she has an amazing project in the Creative Scrapbooker magazine. It's beautiful. And what was that? Was it the Cottage Garden stamp set? I think we might even still have that stamp set. What page is your card on, Tamara? And it's so exciting when you get featured. So if you go to the Creative Scrapbooker website and then just look at submissions, it's going to tell you what their submissions are. And this die is the Slim Stitched Scallop Circle panel. And I know that we had it in last time I checked. So this, it looks so pretty. And you get this really pretty scalloped edge and stitch detail. And it's one of my favorites. All right, now I recently got this and I thought I would show you as I poke myself. And I know Stacy got one too. It's the Tim Holtz, what's it called, Stacy? It's not a pokey thing. Now I can't remember what the name of it is. It works so well. I used it on 3 different things on this project. Craft pick, yes. So you've got different, it goes out quite long. So if you need to put a hole, like to put a brad or something in, it works great. A pokey thing, yeah. Or if you need it at a certain length out, you just put it to whichever length you want. But it worked so well for poking these little things out. Plus I used it with my Nuvo drops, which I'm going to show you. And I think having pokey things, oh yeah, and then I used it on my sequins, and I'm thinking, how did I never have one of these before? Okay, so we've got our card front. Then we're going to put this piece. This dries really quickly, the opal polish, because we didn't put a ton on, we just put it over. Page 115. Okay, I'm gonna get it out and show everybody because it's amazing. And Tamara's got a little thing where it says first time published, and all her products are in there. Craft Consortium paper and stamps, and Craft and Kimmy inks, and the other pens and stuff she used. And it's so cute. Like so spring. It's just the perfect spring card. So congratulations, Tamara. You did such a great job. So I am grabbing my art glitter glue. I used Tonic last week and I thought I'd grab the art glitter glue. I love them both. I am very happy with both of them. So I'm just gonna lay this right in the center. It's so nice when you're able to share that kind of stuff and share what you've made. Now we're gonna put a little bit of foam tape on here. And I don't know if we have these. I know I bought these from Sandy and I'm not sure if they're still in the shop, but these are fantastic little scissors. They're the little Tim Holtz Tonic scissors, and they've got like this non-stick coating on them. I think it's just nice to share things when you find something that really works for you, then you share it. So I'm just putting some foam on either side because I felt like this really needed a little bit of dimension. You don't have to put this much foam on. It was just easier for me to cut a strip. But if you had some foam dots or something, then you could totally just do that. And sometimes I like adding some fun foam too. If I have some fun foam pieces, those are great for dimension. Okay. So what's everybody been up to today? Crafting, working. I actually made chili. It is in the crock pot. Usually after I'm done on Thursdays, it's kind of a race to get supper started, especially if I don't know what I'm having. But today I just threw everything in the crock pot and decided that's what we're having for supper. Work, Sheila, yeah. My kids are hopefully working on their homework. All right, let's put this on. So I just cut this card base from 110-pound white cardstock. And I'm just kind of eyeballing to make sure I've got it pretty straight. There we go. You could even, if you totally wanted to have the full panel without anything cut out, that would be so quick and easy just to put your foil on, add this, add a sentiment. You have a quick card if you needed a quick card for something. Okay, then we've got, I cut this out. It was a happy fall, and I cut off the fall. It was from an older Lawn Fawn die, and I just cut it out of some foiled paper and then another sheet of white cardstock. And then I wanted to say, I think these are still in the shop. So sticky specks, they went really quick last time. This is the 4 A4 size sheet. So you have 4 large sheets, and this is gonna last you forever. So I've been using this one for like lives and stuff that I'm doing forever, and I've still got, because even if you put, like if I lay this down, it's just picking up the individual dots of glue behind it, but you could still lay something on top and it's still going to grab more glue. So you have lots of room. So what I'm doing, I'm just going to kind of show you how this works, and I know I've showed you this before, but so you lay it on and then you use this sheet to press it down. It would help if I move that out of the way. And then it just grabs the glue underneath. And then I think that good grief, okay. They use some tweezers, but I'm gonna grab this right off the edge. It's easier to pick it up. And it just grabs the glue on the back. Lorraine's working. Well, I'm glad you guys could still come. And then we're gonna we've got this little birthday wishes, and I knew I didn't have time to stamp all this, but I wanted to kind of show you. I used the glaze, and we're going to use the glaze to paint, kind of color in and paint something, but I used the Tattered Rose. So the glazes they fit in the crayon tin, and there's 12 that were released, as well as the newest 4 colors that just came out. So you've got these really great colors, and they're beautiful embossing powders, and they're nice and fine. They are translucent or semi-translucent, so you're going to see behind them. So if you put them on black, you're not really going to see anything, because they're gonna you're going to see the black through it. But on white, they really pop, or you can mix them and do some really fun things. But I kind of just wanted to show you how well that emboss. So this is from the Mini Everyday Messages. This is an older Mama Elephant set, but it is still in stock. And there are some fabulous Mama Elephant ones that just came in, and there are some older ones that are still in, and they're really, really cute. So those have lots of really great, like there's birthday and happy mail, and I loved the shake me and pull me. If you're doing like a shaker card, I totally could have used that on there. You know, you're the best. I really like this one. So there's a Christmas one as well that's in there, but I thought stamping that, and then those little images are from the Pinata Party set, which I'm using today, and it is older, and it's actually marked down. So there's probably only a couple in the shop, but you can still pick it up right now, and if it's something you're interested in, you can let Sandy know, because she does order directly from Mama Elephant, and if it's something that you want her to order in, you can let her know that. So I just edged with the new Kitsch Flamingo Distress ink, and I'm going to just kind of thread this through and add a little bit of glue. And just put this on. So that Sticky Specs is nice, because you can just have it stuck completely down, and it seems to stick. I haven't had anything come apart that I've used it for. And then we'll just trim that off. I think that, I don't know where that piece went. I think it went inside the card. There. So I thought that was just a cute way of adding that. And look, it even stuck to the glass. So that's how good it sticks, how well it sticks. Then let's put these on, and then we'll do our embossing. and we'll see what time it is. Okay, so we've got this cute little guy. So this is the set, and like I said, it is on sale because it's marked down. So there might only be a couple left in the shop, but there's lots of cute Mama Elephant. If you search for Mama Elephant, there's some new stuff, there's some sale stuff, and they're all adorable. So I thought I would use this because I had it in my stash. I added the little lollipop there and just cut a little slit through his hands to just add the lollipop in there. And we'll add just a tiny bit of foam tape behind his head. And a little bit on his lollipop. I think this is just a fun little party card. And I think if you are a kid, you would totally love this. But if you were an adult, you would love it as well. I would love getting this card. Then we've got this cute little penguin, and I colored him with purple. I thought he was really cute, colored in purple. But you could totally color him with black. And he's kind of on an angle. Then this little guy he looks like a mole to me, I would say, because of the glasses. You know, because of all the moles that wear glasses. And if we have time, we will color this guy up, but we'll see what the time is looking like. And then I'm going to show you how easy it is to customize with your embossing powders. So I had a piece of paper somewhere. Here it is. I have the Distress embossing pen. This comes in a 2-pack. There's a brush nib, and then there's this bullet nib that we're going to use today. And they're out of stock, but there's more on the way. So, if you are interested in this, then be sure to put your name in for email notifications. And then as soon as it's restocked, you will get notice. So I'm going to try and zoom in a little here. I thought I would try this, and I really liked how it turned out. I'm just going to put the pin in my glue so it doesn't dry. Okay, so we've got some tweezers, because those are always helpful if you're embossing something that's small. And so that's the bullet nib there. Oops, sorry. It's just a small bullet nib. We are going to color in, and it's just the sticky ink, the same as you would have in like a Versamark pad, but you have the ability, because it's in a pen, to write something and emboss it or color something in. And because we're going to heat this in between, then we can do different layers. So you can see it's pretty fine. I'm not really worrying if there's a little bit out of the lines, because the other color is going to go over it, and even if it mixes, it's going to totally be fine. So we'll just scoot this back in our bottle, on our jar, and I'm going to use my cloth to just wipe that off, because I don't want to get this color in my other colors. So honestly, the longest part is just, you know, putting the thing on, putting the powder on, putting the powder away, putting the cover on. It's really quick. I can get that to focus. It's really quick because it's so fine, and that was a little area as well. Then we'll do we will do pink for the next one and blue. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit here from what I did. So we'll do pink. This is just another fun way, and actually it kind of fits in there if you just wanted to dip it in too, and that is going to be really quick. And I did not use my tweezers, and it's getting kind of hot, so I'm just going to grab my tweezers and we'll put the cover on. So these are nice as well because you can use the stamped image. If you had like a solid or opaque color like a gold, then it's going to cover any of your black stamping, and it might be kind of hard to see where you are, what you've got going on here, and it cools really quickly. So then we'll do green, the cracked pistachio. I grabbed that. And these are such great colors. And I really do love the new pink that came out. And you could actually leave that if you wanted the white. I think it kind of looks good too, but we're just going to go ahead and fill that in with our blue. So you're just essentially coloring with that clear marker. And you could have fun doing this with lots of different images. And if you wanted a second coat as well, you could totally go over it with your pen again and do a second coat, and then that's going to be even, get that back in camera, even a little thicker. But I love how glossy and shiny it looks. So I think that turned out good. This was the other one. So with, you saw the colors that we used there. With this one, I used the pink, and then I used the I used the peeled paint for the green, and I used some of the tea rose, the same as the birthday wishes. So just a different color combination, but I thought we'd just mix it up. All right, and now let's put this on. I think you can just have fun with those. We'll put a little bit of foam tape. And if you guys are okay to keep going, then I will color that little image up. And we'll stick him on. So we've got a little bit of foam tape. We'll put a little bit of glue right behind here because that's just going to sit under. And you could either have this straight or you could kind of have it at an angle. We'll do it like that. Then we'll grab this because I wanted to show you how I use the craft pick. So this is the Dream Drops, and these are iridescent and they're beautiful. But I wanted to fill in, we'll just zoom in so I can show you this. I wanted to fill in the little images, and you know, if you hold the Dream Drops up, you're getting like an enamel dot look, but I wanted to spread it out a bit. So I'm actually putting, if we can keep it inside there, I'm putting a little bit in the middle, and it's probably a good idea to test your Dream Drops on the side, obviously, beforehand. And then you just use your craft pick and you just pull it out, and then that covers the inside, and then you would just take a wipe or just wipe anything off so it's not stuck on there. And I thought that was a really fun way just to add some color. This one was Lemon Twist, and if you search for Dream Drops in the shop, you'll see them come up. So I'm adding that, and you have a little bit of time to play with them because they don't dry right away. And then just kind of smoothing it out to go into the areas that I want it to go into. And then you don't have to try and get it, you know, or squeeze too much. You're just pulling that in. So you can see it just adds a little bit of fun dimension. Looks almost like a little mini sticker. And that will dry like that. So you can see this one is completely dry. Then what do we have here? Oh, his little lollipop. So this is White Blizzard, and it's the Nuvo glitter drops, and I've used it so much the label's actually rubbed off. Thanks, Joanne. So we're gonna add, I just wanted to kind of show you a few different ways, you know, see what you have, and if you've got some glitter drops, or you could do these glitter drops the same way. So that's covering his lollipop. That's gonna dry and look like this. And then we'll do the balloon in a second as soon as we do this little kitty. So the cat, I used E33, E53, and E00. And I wanted him to kind of be a little bit fluffy. So I'm just doing more of a kind of a dotted motion, and I'm not being super careful to blend everything in. You can see the little bear has that look as well. He's kind of that mottled look. Hi, Penny. And we're just adding some color all around the edge. And you can go back and add more if you feel like you need more. And color his little body. So did everybody join the Scrap Shotz paper crafting Facebook group? Are you ready for the crop this weekend? It starts Friday night, and there's challenges that are going to be happening. So depending on, the girls have put together amazing projects, and then there's some really fun there's games and fun challenges to kind of get you thinking out of the box and just have fun with it. And get out your crafty supplies, and you can make cards, or you can scrapbook, or do whatever you want. And there's some prizes. we're just gonna have fun with it. Yeah, there is a lot going on. It's a party on a card, right? So we're just gonna fill in, and we don't have to have this completely blended. And you almost have to walk away from this and just let it blend, because the lighter color will almost blend into the darker color as it sits. And we'll add a little bit of R20 for his cute little cheeks. And his ears. And then he'll have a little green shirt. So this is YG17. And all I do to add my shadows is kind of come in from the outside and do that flicking motion. I think my YG23 is getting a little bit low. And I don't think you have to go crazy, just have fun with it. Like whatever you like to color with, if it's colored pencils or if it's markers, don't stress about it, just have fun with it. We'll put a little green on his, and then we're gonna actually give him a little bit of blue on his hat. And the hat's so small. I'm coloring him a little bit differently than the card I already did. This one, YR02, makes a nice kind of peachy look. And YR01. Okay, so he's done. Quick and easy. And usually I would add some white gel pen, but my white gel pen ran out. Need a new one. But I've got the Stardust glitter pen, and I just added a little bit of detail like that. So we're gonna glue him on. So there he is, his cute little shiny cheeks. And he's gonna kind of stand over here, and then we've got this balloon. And I'm gonna show you guys the glaze because it is very cool. So I just want him to kind of be holding this balloon. So I grabbed, this is just another glitter option, and sorry, I was totally off camera when I did that. Come out. So this is the Nouveau glitter gloss pen, because we've got all the glitter things happening. And if you just had this and you didn't have the Nouveau drops, you could totally just do that. You could add the glitter drops, or if you, vice versa, if you had the pen but you didn't have the glitter drops, then you can add your pen. So if you wanted to just add some sparkle, I'm going to hold this up after in case the camera's not catching it. It is a really lovely sparkle that you get. And sometimes it's hard to know how those things work unless you see them. So then this is the crystal glaze, which I'm really excited about. So it's quite liquidy, and I'm not really squeezing at all. I'm just kind of tapping it on, and it's spreading out, and then it'll really just kind of self-level. And you want to set that aside to dry. Definitely don't stick your hand in it. And we've got even a few sequins. Oh, and before we put the glaze away, I totally wanted to add his glasses have the little glaze. Oh, thanks. I was trying something new, and then I ran out of time after doing this one, but I did paint them today. So see his little glasses. And then if you are adhering sequins and you didn't have a liquid glue, you can use this as well. How are you doing, Kim? So I actually pulled out, I don't know if we have any of these jewel pickers in the shop, and I always forget to use them. And Carrie, I don't think Carrie's here today, but last time she's like, get the triangle tray, and I finally remembered it. So Carrie, if you watch this after, you'll be happy I remembered. I just grabbed some sequins. I don't really remember what these are. They might be Studio Katia, but just look for sequins in the shop if you don't have any. And it does help. So I am adding my glue, this art glitter glue. So back to the jewel picker again. It was like perfect for adding this and then just popping it on. I don't want that sequin, I just want the little ones. So you do get a little bit more. So if you guys don't see this in the shop, this jewel picker, and you do want one, we can totally check and see if we can get them in. You can just email sandy@scrapshotz.com or send us a message. Okay, and I'm loving this little craft pick. So when I do put sequins on, yes, it was so lovely sunny today, and especially after the brutal cold temperatures we had over the last week, we can't complain. These sequins were kind of fun just because they were different rainbow colors, and I'm going to actually put this clear one while I have it right in the center. And it seems to be holding them quite well. So usually if I'm applying sequins or enamel dots or drops, I do them in triangles, and usually, so either one cluster of 3 or 3 clusters of 3, and I find just visually it's always appealing. So if you make a triangle with the triangles, you're good to go. Okay, there we are. We did it. The Nouveau glitter pen similar to Wink of Stella? Yes, Joanne, it is very similar. I don't have my Wink of Stella here to compare it, but yeah, if you have the clear, it's very similar. So here's a look at the completed card. It is fun. It looks like, you know, you are ready for a party. So there you go. No problem, Joanne. So be sure to check out the toner, card fronts in the shop, and all the fun goodies that we used. The new Simple Stories, Cottage Fields, that is amazing. That new kit, if you didn't catch the beginning, we showed the February kit and everything that's in it. It's gorgeous. New Creative Scrapbooker magazine is in the shop. You can find all the new goodies under the February 1 listing of the new stuff. and lots of fun things in the store. So if you're, you know, don't know how to use something, or you're wanting some more information, then please be sure to let us know and we can help you out. And I hope you get time to craft. If you haven't already joined that Scrap Shotz paper crafting group, make sure you do, and play along with our challenges and just had fun on our crop this weekend. We are really excited about it and just can't wait to get everybody together, kind of sharing and just having fun and having a break from winter, and, you know, just having a crafty break for yourself. So thank you guys so much for stopping in and for crafting with me. I will be doing a live on the weekend, Saturday morning at 11:30. And then I will be back next Thursday. And yeah, I'll be crafting again. So thanks guys. Thanks for your sweet comments, and have an awesome day. Bye.